So it's almost the end of June. And I thought I'd do a garden update video. So this is what, oh, look at these. It's hard to see. Look at those beautiful okra blooms. I think okra flowers are so pretty. As you can see, I'll give you a broad overview. We still haven't completely utilized this garden. It's way too hot and it's just too big. But the way we did it this year, and things just didn't germinate, they didn't come up. So it looks like Mark pulled that zucchini plant out. You can see we have some baby cantaloupes. We have some okra that I need to pick. Those things grow so fast. See right there? I don't know if I'm showing you. But see how big those are? Those grow like overnight, really, really fast. So we have these two plants here. We have this plant here that's actually produced a couple of yellow squash. It's covered in ants right now. We have another cantaloupe right there. It's supposed to rain today, that's why I wanted to come out early. And can you hear the bees? I can't see them, but I can hear them. So I'm going to pick these okra, and then I'll show you my back garden. So this is our back garden. Been working in it as much as we can. We've had some pretty impressive rains, which has prevented us from working. Mosquitoes and everything. You can see our beautiful plants have powdery mildew, and I've been cutting them off when I find them. There's a lot of little baby patty pan squashes. That's my cucumber vine. I've gotten one cucumber off of it, and there's another one you can see right there hanging down, if you can see that. And then I have, I shouldn't be walking out here in these shoes. I have these little jalapenos. I have these nice big zucchini that I'm just going to cut off right here. I'm going to leave this one to grow a little bit more, but I'm going to take this one. My yellow squash was not doing good, so I had to, it was just bloom and rot, bloom and rot, bloom and rot. I hardly got anything off of it, so I had to get rid of it. My bell pepper plants have produced 2 bell peppers right there. This one hasn't produced anything. As you can see, I've had to stake up my tomatoes. Mark helped me with that. I've also put strings because I didn't know when I planted them. Here's a tomato ready for me to pick. I didn't know when I planted them that they were the kind that wanted to climb up the vines. So they were all laying down. And I've pruned them a little bit, and as you can see, I've tied some of the vines up. So you have to excuse the back of our house. Mark hasn't wanted to paint. We scraped it a little bit, but Mark has not wanted to paint because of the plants back here.
Good morning. Hopefully y'all aren't sick of me commandeering Leila's camera. But South Texas, it gets hot. So I usually come out in the mornings or in the evenings and do a little work or check out what's going on. There's our crepe myrtle. It blooms this time of year. Just kind of do some little things, check out things this morning. So I usually do it every morning, and I water, but we got some good rain yesterday, so I didn't need to water the gardens. We have two gardens. We have one out here that I'm fixing to go to, and then we have one in the back of our house over here. So I was just looking over here, and I noticed Leila had a cantaloupe coming and getting close to being picked, and I saw it from the house. This is our neighbor's property. I saw it from our house, and I was like, that's weird. So I came over, and this is what I found. So something ate it. Not sure what, but something ate it. I don't know. So there it is. She's got more, so it's not a huge deal. Got a little guy right there. Got another little guy over here. Got a little guy here. And then there's, hang on, another one coming. Where'd it go? There's one over here somewhere. There it is. There's another one right there. So she's got 4 coming. I'm not a gardener. We've been talking about me being more involved in the garden. I water and I do things that she asks, but I want to help cultivate it a little bit more. So I'll learn. I'm just kind of the heavy as far as I need it weeded. Can you help the kids? I need a fence, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah. But anyway, this is our garden out here. This is all okra. Our okra's going pretty good, really. That's all okra. This is cantaloupe, and then we have 2 zucchini and squash. She planted the whole thing, but not everything germinated. So we'll see where it goes. But cotton's going really good. But anyway, that's what's going on today. Yeah. Somebody had some breakfast, dinner, or lunch. I've noticed since we've lived out here, we're getting more animal activity. I've seen deer prints in this garden before. We have a lot of rabbits. For a long time, we had a roadrunner that lived in the backyard. The dogs didn't even bat an eyelash when it was back there with them. Birds, we get lots of birds. So yeah, we have more animal activity out here. Get a lot of strays. We have a lot of stray cats and stuff because we live not too far out of town and not too far out of the main city that's around us. So anyway, I'm done rambling today. Y'all have a great day.
So I'm getting I ordered a greenhouse, a little greenhouse, as a birthday present, because I want something more protected. These are the only thing that's come up so far out of this month's plantings. And these are bell peppers, and they're not doing great. Everything else that I've planted, you may see that, but that's just a leaf. Ouch! There's ants everywhere. Has not come up. So you can see my cucumber vine is growing back here, and it's attached itself to some weeds. So, yeah. So this is part of my garden update video. Mark and Preston just spent a couple of hours making that base down there for this. This is one of my birthday presents. It's a little greenhouse. It was a little over $50. I think it was closer to like $58 with tax. It's not that big, but I don't need that big because I'm not like a professional gardener right now. And you can see that dog right there and that dog right there. We have a nice sized backyard, but if I put a garden throughout the backyard, they would just tear through it. That's why Mark built me that garden over there. I wanted like a nice area to put my seedlings in, a nice like contained, nice looking area. And so, and also this will be nice in the winter because it's really like, it's really warm if you step in there. And I had to step in there to tie all these ties. So I'm hoping with our weather that this holds up. I don't see why it wouldn't.
That's why I built the base, because it's kind of, just for your viewers, if they buy one, you are going to need to do something that makes it a little bit more sturdy, just so that it lasts longer. And it, you know, I mean, $50 isn't bad, but I mean, if in the summertime or whatever it gets blown over or whatever, this way it just kind of helps keep it nicer a little bit longer.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome, darling.
That's our composter right there, which the actual round bin is fine, but the thing got rusted. The stand got rusted. So we can keep the compost thing, but we're going to have to eventually build a wooden stand or something. But we use that. Anyway, yeah, I have room. I've been saving. I've been trying to recycle. Hopefully you can appreciate that and not think I'm being too cheap. But I've been recycling my plastic containers and my large cans. And so I have planted some things. I've started some things, some more things, and it's my goal, hopefully, to either tonight or tomorrow night fill these up with some potting soil and try and start a few more things. So anyway, just wanted to show you my newest addition to the garden for June. I filmed this earlier. So I just wanted to film it again and show you. I've been getting powdery mildew. It's common down here because apparently powdery mildew likes humid climates, and they get on cucumbers and squash, cantaloupe, watermelons. So I've been putting a spray, like a homemade organic type of spray, on these for the past couple days. It seems to be working. I've been having to use a little spray bottle because I don't have one of those. I have a spray bottle, but it's had weed killer in it, so I don't want to use it in my garden. So I may have to get another one. But in the meantime, I've just been using a spray bottle. And then Mark bought a couple bags of this mulch, and because my peppers were looking a little sad, so I've been spraying the peppers also with this spray that I've come up with, and hopefully the mulch will keep the water in better. And as you can see, my tomatoes, I've had to stake up. I showed you guys that last time. I've done a lot of pruning, been watching a lot of gardening videos, done a lot of pruning. Mark and Preston put, like I said, we need to get more, but they put as much as they could around mulch around the tomatoes down there. And I don't know if this is blight. It feels kind of soft and squishy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like look up some recipes for that. But I have some tomatoes I need to pick. But my tomato plants are doing pretty good. This is full of weeds, so we put a tarp over it. Hopefully the tarp will just kill the weeds, because we were pulling the weeds and pulling the weeds. And I don't have anything to put in there yet. So we're just going to leave the tarp, let the weeds die till I have something to put in there. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think this is really pretty. I love vines. I love climbing things. Leila tries to garden. June episode. That's a wrap.